С аплодисментами, пожалуйста, давайте поприветствуем пастора Босе Adelaja.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Please, you may be seated. Honorable author, members of the high table, ladies and gentlemen, it's a great pleasure for me to be present at this book launch of a friend, of a brother, a minister of God, Brother John. Congratulations. Indeed, we are gathered together today around a man, a name, his works, his thoughts, and his gift for generations. People gather together for different purposes. For naming ceremonies, wedding, graduation, housewarming, funerals, etc. But this is different. We are gathered together today to celebrate knowledge. We are here to elevate wisdom. We are here to see a great future that can be acquired through personal development. And one way to develop a personality is through reading. Mark Twain once said, "The man who does not read books has no advantage over the man who cannot read." God has given us the gift of sight. God has educated us. Most of us are literate. We've learned to write. We've learned to speak. We've learned to read. And that must never be taken for granted. We've gathered here to be reminded that reading is a good sport. Reading is a good habit. And will you ever meet a great man who hasn't cultivated the habit of reading? Great treasures, wealth of knowledge, timeless wisdom are hidden in books. And we are here to be reminded that if we want to tap into these endless resources, we must make reading a loving part of our life. Speaking, writing, reading must become a constant value in our lives if we want to leave a mark, if we want to leave a generation, if we want the world to cry when we are gone. God's creative power is inside each one of us. And as we express His power through the work of art, and writing is one form of art, and writing is creative. Writing is rearranging words in our own way, with our own style, with our own personal and special touches. 7 kinds of knowledge. The now know. And like the first speaker said, what differentiates a man from another man is what he knows. And there is a common statement: knowledge is power. Indeed, applied knowledge is a great power. We multiply ourselves, we reproduce ourselves through books. We extend our possibilities, our power to be in different places at the same time through the wisdom and the technology of writing and reading. People may read your book while you are not there. You may be sleeping and people are reading your book. Reading, writing books, indeed, makes you greater than you are and allows you to live many lives. Books are the bees that carry the quickening pollens from one mind to another. We believe that there is a seed of greatness in every person. And when we study their works, it can be any kind of work of art. It could be painting, songs, speeches, or books. What is in their mind is being transferred to our minds, and we become a better person that way. Books can change lives. Books have changed life. And this book, 7 Kinds of Knowledge, could change your life if you give it a chance. If you eat this book, if you digest this book, your life will never remain the same. Because it takes intellect to write a book. Knowledge is the root of success. So I encourage every one of us here not to take this event lightly. Let's celebrate knowledge. Let's celebrate wisdom. Let's dream. Let's have a dream for our generation. And let's do all we can first to change ourselves, to enrich ourselves, so that when our time comes, there will be something to give to our generation. When it's time to speak, we will have a speech to deliver. When it's time to write a book, there will be something treasurable that we can pass on to the next generation. And eventually, when it is time to leave this earth, let's leave bundles of books behind us that will remind the coming generation of a great legend that once lived on this earth. And I believe that the author has started to work on that part. And it's a challenge for every one of us to make sure that we don't leave this earth until we give birth to our own books. God bless you.